Yo, what's up, peeps? Here with another video. We got a Youxsee team this time. Also, thanks for all the new subscribers, all the views on the latest videos and such. I appreciate the love. Appreciate you guys, and yeah. So we're just gonna get into it, and it's gonna be a good one. 6 Uxies, legendary Pokemon. This is probably one of the first times I'm actually pretty OP, I guess. But anyways, so yeah, we have a battle against I think I can't pronounce it, but he leads off with the Gyarados. I have this lead here also. It's a Uxie with max health and max defense, and it's here just to set up pretty much, if I need to reflect, if I need to go for a trick room, stealth rock, and we have the memento there just to gain some momentum on my next Pokemon, you know what I mean? So yeah. So basically we set up the reflect. This Gyarados has crunch, which is going for, and yeah, it's not doing much damage again because I have the max defense. So yeah, the item was a citrus berry. I could have done light clay, but I just wanted to make sure that this Uxie would live, whatever, So yeah, we set up the rocks, and then we went for a memento on the Gyarados. So now this Gyarados is a -2 attack, -2 special attack, which is great, and we have the rocks up. So I thought it'd be a great time to send in this is my max, I believe it's max health and max special defense, if I'm correct. And yeah, the point here is just to go for charge beam, raise our special attack, so we're like kind of bulky, you know what I mean? And then once we get a bunch of special attacks up, we're doing some pretty good damage. We got Psy Beam just to maybe go for a confusion on an opponent here. Right here I was deciding to go for rest or charge beam. I thought, okay, I'm just gonna go for a charge beam again. Earlier this guy did get a critical hit on the crunch, which put me on some pretty low health here, a little bit below yellow. So good on him, he got the critical hit. So I just went for charge beam because I was like, alright, he's probably not gonna get another another critical hit on the crunch. So yeah, our reflect wears off, and he sends in the Luxray. Luxtra. So here I was thinking, okay, well, I'm just gonna go for maybe a rest, but he had a crunch as well, and yeah, we didn't have the reflect up, so we went down to the crunch. So now we have 2 Uxies down, and they only have the Gyarados down. We still have rocks up though. We do know that this is a physical Luxray, so it's just gonna continue for the crunch. And this is my max health, max special attack Uxie. It has like minus speed nature because I would usually set up the trick room sometimes just to go first. So yeah, we're going for psychic. This guy's going for crunch still. It's doing some pretty good damage, and we finish it off with the psychic though. Very, very nice. They send in the Gardevoir here, which is okay. I'm like, what is this thing gonna do? I kind of wanted to save this Uxie for later, just in case I needed it. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do that much damage because I was locked into psychic right to Gardevoir. So I want to send in Super Uxie. Here we go. We actually added Iron Tail to this set, which is, if you guys don't remember, this is max attack and max speed with Jolly Nature. So yeah, it's pretty good. We're gonna go for the Swagger. We're gonna try to get our attack up using Psych Up, which is it goes pretty well sometimes. I think the move I had before Iron Tail was like Yawn or something, but yeah, I just thought this guy could use some more power, or just like coverage. So we don't get a confusion. It's gonna keep going for Dazzling Gleam. Maybe it's like Choice Scarf or Specs. I'm not sure. I'm thinking more. Maybe it's just like some other item because it's not doing too much damage as I thought it would be. I don't know why it's not running Moonblast as well. Why wouldn't you run Moonblast? But anyways, we land the Iron Tail, so that's the Gardevoir down. That's very, very nice. We're at +2, and yeah, we're probably gonna take it out though by the next Pokemon here. I was kind of scared of a Mach Punch from this Panferno, apparently Infernape. But yeah, we actually outspeed. We go for the Drain Punch, doing some pretty good damage. Combined with the Stealth Rock's damage, of course. So So Super Yuxsee looks like it can maybe live another attack or two. It's gonna go for a flamethrower, but we actually don't live that, so that's unfortunate. Maybe if I was like Smack's special defense, I probably would have for sure. But it's all good. It's all good. No problem. We're sending in a different Youxsee here. This set is. This one was max health and max. Oh no, this one was max speed and max special attack. My bad. And yeah, so we go for the yawn because I don't think Giga Drain's gonna do too much here. The point is to put them to sleep. You go for Dream Eater, or maybe like a couple Calm Minds, you know what I mean, while they're asleep, or like the turn before they go to sleep, and then you get all your health back because you increase your special attack, right? So we're going for a Calm Mind this time, as we know that this Infernape is a special attacker. So yeah, it reveals to have Fire Blast before, and it was doing some pretty good damage. Luckily I didn't get burnt, otherwise I probably would have gone down here for sure. But yeah, we got the Infernape to go to sleep. It's probably thinking about bananas that are on fire. Actually, Infernape probably would eat some like plantains, huh, for sure. Cause like, why wouldn't you cook your bananas if you have fire? Well, just normal bananas are good too. But anyways, that's enough about bananas. Okay, we took it out with the Dream Eater. If I didn't mention, the item on this Youxsee was the Big Root. On Super Youxsee, it was the Fist Plate to do more damage with Drain Punch. I did mention Citrus Berry, Choice Specs, so yeah. What was the other one? I don't know. But anyways, he sends in the Charizard. I still don't have much to hit it with, so I have to go for the Yawn. It reveals to Inferno, so that has like a 50% chance to miss. So thank God it did miss the first time. And we shouldn't go for Giga Drain this time after we went for the Yawn. It's good that we put up the Stealth Rocks because I knew that this Charizard was here, so I was like, yeah, it's good. So yeah, Inferno almost takes me out. It does get the burn. It's a 100% burn chance if you land, so it's a good thing I went for that Giga Drain, or I would have been down right there. Or also that the first one missed, so that was pretty lucky. This guy decides to actually switch out though, which was kind of funny. He goes into Doctor, which, okay, I suppose this will probably be like the smartest doctor on the planet. But yeah, he decides to just let me go down to the burn, so yeah, bye bye Youxsee. It did pretty good though. Took out the Infernape and pretty much the Charizard. So yeah, oh yeah, we had the Bright Powder on the Rest Sleep Talk Youxsee because in case you might get a miss, right? So this time we're gonna go for a Hyper Beam. It's a good thing I saved this Youxsee. Apparently this Alakazam is a physical set, so good on them. I run a physical set too on Sword and Shield, but it's a little bit easier there because you can Dynamax and go for like the max Knuckle and get your attack up and stuff. So we take it out with the Hyper Beam, which was really good. And the Charizard is going to go down here actually because of the Stealth Rocks. But I appreciate my opponent for staying in. A lot of my opponents that I faced, like I swear, like we were going for like 3 battles and then they like quit every time. And yeah, I guess Yuxie's kind of OP or something. But this next person though definitely knew what to do. He's like a definitely good player because you guys will see I get trolled super hard in this one. Alright, so yeah, his name is Burned too. Like I definitely felt the burn like after this battle for sure. So anyways, I'm pretty scared of the Scizor. I don't have much to deal with that. Apparently he calls it Shirux, something like that. Maybe I'm not pronouncing it right, but yeah. So we're just leading off with our regular Youxsee. We're gonna go for a Reflect, thinking that, I don't know, maybe this is gonna go for Sword Stance, maybe it's gonna go for X Scissor. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but it turns out to be a U-turn Scizor, so I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's very interesting. Didn't do too much damage, thank the Lord, because of my Reflect. Thank Arceus, I mean. But it's gonna go into Blissey. Nice nickname there, Hayatata. I don't know how to say it. We're just gonna set up Stealth Rocks in case it just wants to keep U-turning and stuff. I guess Blissey since does the same thing, so that's fine. Okay. Hyteria. Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. So anyways, I'm gonna save this Uxie for later. I don't feel like going for a Memento on Blissey, knowing that it's probably just like a support set anyways. So we're going into, which set is this? I think it was the Charge Beam set, if I'm not mistaken. They decided to switch out back into Scizor actually. It reveals to have leftovers, so I was like, okay, is this more like a bulky Scizor? Oh, I haven't mentioned this Youxsee yet. It's actually my Toxic Orb, Max Attack, Max Health Youxsee. The point was to, you know, fling the Toxic Orb, but as you guys know, Scizor is Steel type, so I can't really poison that. So I was like, I was pretty walled hard there, and I only had normal attack, so I should probably throw like some other attack in there. But I was trying to take use of the Toxic Orb with Facade and stuff. But Scizor reveals to have Defog, so it takes off my rocks, my Reflect, and their rocks too from the field. So that was very interesting. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Let's go for these Charge Beams. Maybe we can, you know, get something going. You know, hopefully it doesn't do too much damage with the U-turn, right? So let's see how much damage. It does some pretty good damage. I probably could have lived like one more, but you know, it's only U-turn, so it's gonna have to like leave anyways. It was unfortunate that my Charge Beam actually missed, so I couldn't get that special attack bonus or even that damage, you know what I mean? Which is very unfortunate. And here comes the Infernape. I was like, alright, I don't know what this thing's gonna do. And it reveals to be another U-turn. A U-turning monkey, so that's great. My Psy Beam is actually not gonna be able to hit it though, which was a good play on their part. You know, if I got to Charge Beam earlier, maybe I could have done some like more damage right too. That's the thing about this, but maybe I should have gone for like Rest too, you know. So yeah, this Scizor is a pain in my behind, honestly. So here I actually decided to go for the Rest, and they revealed to actually have Bullet Punch too. So I was like, all right, you know, fair enough. So that's that Youxsee down. Unfortunately, we didn't get any Bright Powders as well. So I was like, damn, this guy has, you know, Bright Powder, but it you know, it did not. So it's fine. It's totally fine. So I didn't know who to send in really. I didn't have much to hit it, so I was like, all right, I have an idea. I'm gonna put in the Reflect back up, you know, just to do that. I know this thing has freaking U-turn. It probably is gonna U-turn, right? What else is this gonna do? Or I guess it could have gone for Bullet Punch, but it probably wouldn't have done that much damage. So that's fine. This guy decides to go back. I'm wondering if the Blissey was gonna come back, but apparently they sent in the Mew. So I was like, all right, what's this Mew gonna do? I'm not sure. So I decided to do the Stealth Rocks, as this team seems to like to switch out and in a lot. And so yeah, the Mew actually just reveals to have Volt Switch. So I was like, ooh, this whole team is just about switching, or what's up? You know. So yeah, we put the Stealth Rocks back up. I know this thing's gonna go for, what is it, Defog? So I was like, alright, I'm gonna go for a Memento, just to make this Scizor, you know, a little bit less damage to my next Youxsee, because I had like a little plan, sort of. So we're gonna lower that attack, and we're gonna lower that special attack, right? You know, not that the special attack really matters, but it's fine. So it's gonna go for Defog, but it fails. It actually fails if there's no Pokemon on the field, so we still have our rocks up, okay. It probably wants to go for Defog again, knowing that, you know, that's kind of what it's doing. So this is my Choice Specs Max Special Attack Youxsee again. We go for the Thunder, because that's all I really have to hit Scizor with, but we actually miss, which is very unfortunate. You know, maybe I should have gone for my own Defog so I can hit this damn Scizor, swear to God. Swear to Arceus, but anyways, we're just going to keep going for it, and we miss again. I'm like, damn, that's really annoying. We're just getting like zero luck this time, or this battle, honestly. Like 2 Thunders probably would have been really good on Scizor. We probably could have even gone like a Paralyze even, you know what I mean? So it's just very unfortunate. So Infernape comes in, goes for U-turn, doing some pretty good damage yet again. If only our rocks were up. They got a critical hit, which was, okay, you know, that's fair. Okay, that's fine. Can we just land a Thunder, you know what I mean? And we do finally, freaking finally. So that's great, fantastic. Thunder doing not too much there, but you know, if I hit the other 2, it probably would have been like at red or something. So it's kind of unfortunate, because this Scizor really was like a problem, you know what I mean? So it goes for Bullet Punch. I was like, okay. Well, it didn't take me out, which was great. We actually hit another thunder, so that's fantastic. We get a paralyzed too, so that's really great. You know, maybe this Uxie would be better in like the rain, right? But anywho, so I'm just gonna keep going for thunder, and he actually decides to switch out. I'm like, oh, okay. Probably could have gone for a bullet punch, but it probably knows that the Scizor is very important because you guys will see right now what he does with Blissey. But Thunder's doing like nothing to Blissey, as it has a lot of health, it has a lot of special defense, so that's fantastic. That's cool. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna switch out because I kind of want to save this for Scizor. I wasn't even sure what this Blissey was gonna do exactly, but I had a mini plan, but I actually get trolled here. So we send in the Super Youxsee. Okay, it sets up Stealth Rocks. I'm like, okay, that's cool, I guess. We can't set up our own Stealth Rocks no more though, so that's unfortunate for us. Blissey has the leftovers, which is okay. Typical. I just noticed that leftovers on Scizor and Blissey, so maybe I should think about that too, doing dual items, you know what I mean? So we just went for the swagger on the Blissey. It did not work because they actually went for a heal bell. I know you guys didn't see that. It got cut out. But so I'm like, oh, that's really annoying because now the Scizor is not going to be paralyzed, right? Which I'm like, damn, that sucks because I really needed that. So they sent in the Milotic. I'm like, okay, I kind of knew they were going to switch out probably. Either that or I could have gone for like ×4 attack, right? So maybe here I should have gone for the Psych Up already. But I'm like, what if they switch out again? I'm not sure, but I'm like praying for like one. I'm praying for the Pokemon to hit itself like one time, please. But it didn't happen. Milotic goes for the Scald and it gets a burn right off the bat. I'm like, are you serious? Pretty terrible. So here I actually make a bad play. I was like, okay, well, maybe it's going to keep going for Scalds or whatever, but at this point I should have known my opponent was going to switch out. It's just like his favorite thing to do, or her, not sure. But we went for the Psych Up, for not, because it didn't do anything. I mean, it would have been cool if like I can get Scizor's attack and it would just like ignore the burn, but that's not how it works. So I probably should have gone for Psych Up earlier, but it's fine. I didn't know I was gonna get burned as well, which kind of sucks. I was hoping for it to hurt himself. Yeah, it didn't happen. So here I go for another swagger, kind of in vain too, because you can probably just switch out now that I'm burnt. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure what this guy's plan was exactly. I was just trying to raise my attack. I probably should have just gone for some damage or something. Maybe hope for like a critical hit, you know what I mean? But so yeah, we're just going to stay burned because we have no heal bell on our team. Sad. So yeah, they do switch out. At this point, I think I decided just to go for Drain Punch, or did I go for Psych Up? I went for Psych Up because I was kind of just praying he would stay in. So I'm getting played like a flute or any instrument you like to play. I would probably want to learn bass personally. I know that's like a lot of people's choice too, probably. Or piano. Piano would be pretty sick. So the Mew actually finished me off with the flamethrower. Oh man, so maybe that's why his name is Burnt, because he's really burning right now. This is not going well. So all right, something has to give, maybe. So we send in our special Uxie here with the max speed as well. I was like, all right, well this Mew seems pretty fast, so I'm just gonna go for a Yawn, and I'm probably gonna force a switch, and then I can go for a Calm Mind, and then maybe try to do some damage, maybe. So Clefable comes in. I'm like, oof, that's another annoying one. It probably has Unaware too, so it's like, ugh, you know what I mean? Not much I can do here. I'm in a bit of a pickle. So yet another switch into the Scizor. I go for the Calm Mind. I'm like, okay, what can we do here? Honestly, not much, because it's probably just gonna go for U-turn. I can't, go for the Yawn. So yeah, this team was pretty good against my team. So I'm like, good on this guy for sure. I'm just trying my best to like maybe knock out like one Pokemon or something, but it seems like my guy doesn't even want it, you know, doesn't even want one Pokemon to go down, you know what I mean? he's trying to get that perfect, like in Street Fighter. Perfect. Goes for the U-turn. Does some major damage. We're on red health. Our Giga Drain did squat diddly. I'm like, oh damn, whoa. That's just fantastic. So here comes the Infernape. Probably just gonna go for another U-turn, I'm guessing. I'm like, well, let's go for a yawn. Maybe I can do something. And we go back. So yeah. Feeling the salt in my blood pressure going up, or whatever salt does. I'm pretty sure it does do that. It raises your blood pressure, I think. Not a doctor. Anyways, in comes the Scizor yet again. Lots of switcheroos, U-turning. You know, I wonder if this guy drives a car and he does a bunch of U-turns in real life too. I swear. Although I wanted to do a U-turn team as well, but did I do one? I don't know. Anywho, we sent in this Uxie. I didn't mention also. Oh yeah, you did see that the Blissey set up the rocks. So that Uxie was down. This is my last Uxie. I can't even poison this. All of my moves are not very effective. So it's pretty bad. I wonder if I actually could have gone for Fling and it would have just done some like normal damage. It just probably wouldn't have done the poison. I need to test that out sometime. Probably I'll use this team again and I'll try to test it out. So yeah, we go for the Facade or Facade, however you pronounce it. I say Facade personally, so whatever. It's not doing too much damage. I'm like, jeez. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for a Giga Impact. Maybe hope for a critical hit or something. And here we go. Boom. Doesn't do too much damage. Okay. I'm like, damn. Okay. And so Scizor reveals to have Roost. I'm like, you're serious. All the damage is gone. So yeah, pretty good team. I like this guy's team. It's very focused or something, right? So yeah, we're still taking some more poison damage from our Toxic Orb. We can't move this turn. This guy decides to go for a Bullet Punch. And damn, just critical hit. Nice. I'll just die, whatever, to the poison here. Okay, so the next team here is a dual battle. Actually, we're just gonna ignore the last battle against my guy here. I think his name is something, but he leads off with Garchomp. There's another Scizor, so I'm kind of panicking again. This time it's shiny, but whatever. I lead off with my lead Youxsee. We go for Reflect. My other Youxsee was the Bright Powder one. I decided to go for Charge Beam on the Scizor. The Garchomp did outspeed though, went for a Dragon Claw, doing some pretty good damage. But now that we have the Reflect up, we should be able to live pretty well. Excuse me. Good thing too, I think that U-turn would have knocked me out right there, honestly. So they decided to go into Umbreon, shiny as well. Very nice, very beautiful. It's blue and it's black, which is great. It's gonna go for another Dragon Claw, not taking out my other Youxsee, which was kind of weird. I guess it wanted to take out my other Youxsee now that it knows that's like setting up and stuff. So I think it just wanted to get rid of him or something. So it didn't know that I have Rest. So we're gonna go for Rest this time. Our Citrus Berry is gonna activate, which is great. We can make sure we can live some more attacks. And yeah, we did go for the Rest. You guys didn't see, but so now we're just gonna go for a Memento on the Garchomp. Make sure that it's not doing too much damage this time. It gets a crit, which that did some pretty good damage. So yeah, we're going for the Memento, which is very good, lowering Garchomp's attack. If it wants to stay in, that's fine. That's totally fine. This Umbreon seems to be a special set, I guess, so that's cool. And we go for a Sleep Talk, and we're hoping to get like a Psybeam or Charge Beam on the Umbreon maybe. But we get the dual Rest, which is great. So right here we decide to send in Super Youxsee, our very own shiny too. And I'm like, alright, well, this Umbreon is probably special, so I'm gonna go for, Swagger on that. And I'm just gonna go for a sleep talk again, see if we can get something going, you know what I mean? So yeah, getting on the Umbreon, very nice. We're hoping that it takes some damage due to hitting itself, maybe. Those birdies are gonna fly around that head. This guy's still going for Dragon Claw. It's not doing too much damage, fortunately for me. Very, very fortunate. So yeah, we're hoping for something good, something big. We get a Charge Beam on the Umbreon, which is pretty sick. I don't know if it would, it like automatically chooses who it goes for, but if it went for Garchomp, I wonder if it would have been like, no effect, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was pretty big. We got a Confusion off too. Like, we got the damage, you know what I mean, for once. Could have used it in the last one, but, it's all good. So I'm like, alright, now let's go for the Psych Up. Worst case scenario, it just like switches out and, we just get some damage on the Garchomp. So we're going for the Psybeam on Garchomp just to do some damage. But actually withdraws. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Maybe because it knows, it's like at lowered attack or whatever. So they send in the Rotom Oven, which is, fire electric, taking some pretty good damage from the Stealth Rocks. We get the Psych Up. That sounds kind of funny. The Psych Up. Okay. So Psybeam connects. It goes on the Rotom. No confusion there, but one more and that Rotom's going down. The Umbreon decides to go for Foul Play on the other Uxie. If it went for the other one, I probably would have been dead, because it uses your own attack stat to like do damage. That's like how Foul Play works. So yeah, Reflect wore off. I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go for Drain Punch on the Umbreon, as it's super effective, right? And we're just gonna go for Rest just to maybe get some more Sleep Talks off, honestly. So Rotom reveals to have Shadow Ball, and it goes for my other Youxsee, but we live on 1 health, which is great. That's really great. And yeah, Drain Punch doing some pretty good damage. We take it out with a crit. I don't know if that mattered. It probably did. I don't know. This is a max attack. We got the +2 attack too, so that was very nice. So we get the Rest off, so we get all our health back. That's amazing that we lived on 1 health. That was pretty lucky, honestly. So they send in the Gyarados, which is named Bye Bye. So I'm guessing one of us are gonna go Bye Bye or something. So we're just gonna go for a Drain Punch on the Rotom, and then hopefully we can get like a Sleep Talk on the Gyarados, get another Charge Beam hopefully. It decides to target my Super Uxie this time. The Rotom is pretty fast, but the Drain Punch takes it out, which is great. We're gonna get some more health back, thank goodness. And now we don't know what this Gyarados is gonna do. I guess it's gonna go for Waterfall. Okay, so it's a physical set, not doing too much damage. So yeah, living a little bit better, obviously because of the Drain Punch probably too. So then we go for Psybeam. We got pretty lucky there. It did not take it out though. So yeah, here we went for the Drain Punch on the Scizor, going for another Sleep Talk, and they actually switch out into Tyranitar, which is fine, I guess. They're sending out the sand. Maybe they want to get some residual damage. And yeah, Drain Punch doing some pretty good damage on the Scizor. It's probably going to take it out with 1 more, so that's great. Scizor isn't the fastest Pokemon as well, so that's very lucky on our part. And yeah, so we get another Charge Beam, which is pretty great. It is not enough to take out the Scizor, but some damage is better than none. I actually think that the Scizor is going to get taken out through the rocks, because it decides to go for U-turn, and it did not take out my Uxie, which is great. They send in the Gyarados, which is also going to take some more damage from the Stealth Rocks. Bye Bye is almost going to be Bye Bye, taking some sand damage. So I was like, alright, this is fine. We can just go for Drain Punch on the Tyranitar, as that's 4 times effective. And we should be waking up with this Youxsee, so we're just going to go for the Charge Beam on Gyarados. And yeah, hopefully we take out these guys, you know what I mean? We do outspeed, so that's great. Tyranitar literally did nothing. La Roca, which means the rock, if nobody knew that. So yeah, La Roca is down. Roca. Gyarados goes for Ice Fang. I don't know why. He probably should have gone for Waterfall, but whatever. Charge Beam's gonna take it out, and that's great. Fantastic. This is looking like a pretty good. I think he only has 2 more Pokemon, and we're about to get knocked out too. So I'm thinking I'm definitely going for a rest this time. Mata Cocos. I don't know what that means exactly. Mata Cocos. Not sure. So anyways, Scizor and Garchomp are gonna come back in. It's funny because he actually started off with these 2, right? And now they're the last ones. And Scizor does go down to the Stealth Rock. Probably just barely, honestly. You know, I would have wanted him to stay alive with like 1 health, but I mean, Drain Punch would have taken him out anyways. Now we just have to go for Drain Punch on the Garchomp. And we decided to go for Rest. We're outspeeding the Garchomp, which is pretty crazy. Doing almost half health, so that's like a 3-hit KO. It reveals to have Rough Skin, which is probably better for me. I don't know, because I'd rather hit it than not hit it. You know, if it had Sand Veil, right? So that's great. That's fantastic. It takes out my other Uxie actually with Dragon Claw finally, which is fine. Okay, I guess you got tired of him resting and stuff, you know. And now all we have to do is go for Drain Punch. But I actually decided to go for a Swagger just to, like, you know, maybe it'll hit itself, you know. That would be pretty hilarious. You know, just to add a little bit of salt, right? So we raise his attack, but now it's confused, so I'm hoping it's gonna hit itself, right? If not, it's fine. We got some other Uxies to go for. So it actually takes out my Super Uxie with the Dragon Claw. Nice. Probably wouldn't have taken it out before, but we're just gonna finish off with the Dazzling Gleam, and that's game. So yeah, thank you for the battle, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Thank you, La Trio. Later.